Should you kill Iron Fist Alexander? Now, what kind of a question is that? I mean, it's Iron Fist. Everybody absolutely loves him. I mean, look at this man. How can you not love him? He is literally a pot. Basically, first time that you meet him, this guy, he is stuck in a hole. He basically just asks you to whack him with your sword or whatever weapon you have to get him out of a hole. Now, like, come on. He's so lovable. Like, look at this. Hold on, Iron Fist. Look at that guy. He gives you an emote. So why on earth would you want to kill him? Well, that is kind of what I'm trying to figure out today. Because, like all the other characters I've gone over, everybody, they're just like, oh, but they're such an amazing character. Why would you ever kill them? And that's the thing. They are always overlooked. Because all we know, this guy, even though he's so awesome, as we just saw, he might actually not be that awesome if you really dive into his backstory. So let's see. Should we kill this guy, or should we let him live? So this guy, he already has some good stuff going towards him. Some things to back him up. Like, first of all, he gets stuck in a hole. How funny is that? When you release him, he gives you one of the best emotes. I mean, look at this. If you win against anybody, you will be using this. And if you don't, then you should. So, just by freeing him, he already gives you stuff. I mean, like, come on, man. Why would you kill him? So, with the new DLC that we got a little bit of backstory for these jars. And just look at this picture. Okay, that thing is inside of this thing. So, yeah, that's kind of kind of creepy. You know, doesn't give super good vibes off of that. Another little thing to add with that is that if you kill him, isn't that just kind of helping him out, sparing him from the misery? Because in the DLC, those things seem to be in quite a little bit of discomfort. So it's kind of just sparing him. Because in this game, he's actually trying to kind of die. And that's one of my other points, is in the end, this man wants a warrior's death, which basically you and him battle. He's not that difficult, especially once you get to that stage of the game. And then he drops an item for you. Like, okay. And that's the end of his quest line, because then he dies. So killing him right now, you're basically just giving him the fight right now. And that also leads up to another reason why to kill him, is because this man drops a jar piece, or great shard piece. I don't remember what it's called. But it, like, pretty sure it ups the damage of any Ash of War by like 10%, if I remember this correctly. So that is one of the best talismans in the entire game, and especially good for the start of the game, where the enemies can be difficult, but Ashes of War are also super overpowered in this game, so it can greatly help you out with that little boost. But I mean, he's still my main. He is my Giga Chad. This jar is one of the best NPCs in this game plus DLC. That is just... that's a fact, not an opinion. So, there's still a lot of stuff to back him up to not kill him. But what are they? Well, first, the one that I see that's most obvious is that he can help you defeat Radahn. Now, there are, what, like 7, 9, somewhere around there, amount of NPCs that you can summon in. So he's really not missed there, because you have so many other options, and you can summon them all at once. So it's not like he's just your only partner there. But he does definitely survive quite a bit longer than the rest of them. His damage isn't the greatest, but he can just be a tank, even though he still dies very fast. And then there's one more less obvious thing, which some people don't know. When you actually get to the end of his quest line and defeat him, the talisman that he drops is actually a little bit better than the one that he drops at base game. So we've gone over a few things, why we should kill him, why we shouldn't, and a lot of it is just opinion. But for me, there's one more little obvious thing that kind of just sticks out. Now, most people that would recognize if they had the chance, well, they don't have that chance because they don't really suspect anything from a jar. But there's something that can really help us, and that is this cliff up here. So I know what some of you may be thinking, and is, what is the point of coming up here? Well, you will see very soon. And that thing is a more bird's eye view of the jar. Now, let me zoom in a little bit here. Do you notice anything? Or do you not notice anything? Well, if you're still a little bit slow, there is a lack of hair on the head. But I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, Tommy. But that's not his head. That's just a jar that he's basically wearing. Those are his clothes. And what I say to that is shut up. Because we know what's in the DLC. We can see what is under that jar. And what is under that jar does not have hair. It is clearly bald. You can quite literally see the specimen's head, and there is nothing on it. And do you see what I mean about these characters, these NPCs? They're a little bit deceiving. They wear these helmets, these jars over their head to try and trick us into thinking that they are fine. They're like, oh, it's Alexander. He's not bald. He's a jar. You know, that works for most people, but not for me. No. I see past these small inconveniences. I can see under their skin, and I know there is no hair. But Tommy, you're going too far, is what I hear from the people screaming. But to that I say, I do not care. You are a disgrace to mankind. Do you want us all to die? That's what I thought. This man must be dealt with. So, I am sorry, but you have to go. Anyways, thanks for sticking to the end. Kind of a joke video, that's kind of what I do. And, I have some videos in the making that are a little bit better edited. I kind of just have to get these out so that my channel doesn't absolutely die. And I have a Discord, which I'm kind of thinking eventually I will make members only, just so it's a little bit smaller. But right now it's already so small that would just make absolutely no sense. So if you want to join it while you can, then the link is in the description below. If you like the video, like what you're seeing, whatever, then consider subscribing. And also liking the video would be pretty amazing for YouTube's kind of garbage algorithm. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.